Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing a Make It Miniverse Lifestyle Series 2. And the Lifestyle Series 2 ones, they come with molds, and basically you make your own things. And so it's a mold it yourself. So today we will be making teacups, and we will put in the handles on them. That is very exciting. There are different things in the series. You can get plant things, you can get different things, candles. I've gotten a few of the different cups and things. I actually do have the pink tea kettle over here. One moment, let me show you. It comes with a tray. Perfect. It's supposed to be purple on the bottom, but I ended up not using the pigment. It was just too messy at the time, but now I know what I'm doing with the pigments. But you know what? We'll put that in the frame just because that's perfect. It's going to go with these. They're a pair. So as you see here, we have the rose teapot and then the rose teacups. So we're going to make the rose teacups today. And it's cool because you get to have a mold that it comes with, which I'm excited that they've been doing this. So let's open this real quick. One moment. Okay. So it comes with a little silicone mold of a teacup. So basically you will be putting the mold in there and it will be going, and then we'll be attaching the handle. These are the handles here. And once again, I'm going to take my tweezers. These are the best thing. If you get some pointy tweezers, they are a lifesaver. One second. Okay. So let's carefully open this. Take that off. We have two handles that are pre-made for us. I wish they would give us a little handle mold, but I have seen some people taking this and making it into a mold, but the problem is it's like a thin plastic, and once you cure resin into it, which I have found makes it stick and warp because the resin heats up as you cure it. All right, baked sweets to go as on the side of our tea, and these are little Madelines. I did not get the Madelines from the Target series, but these are very cute. Maybe someday I will. Put those there for now. We'll close them back up. And every little one comes with this little black piece of sandpaper here. So if you need it, you can scratch it up, which is pretty cool because it's a literal mini sandpaper. Look at that, Miniverse sandpaper, 100 grip. I usually don't need it, but if you ever need it, you can use it. Okay, let's get started. Oh, sorry, and it comes with two plates that are pre-made as well. They have blue on the bottom, and comes with two spoons for stirring your tea. Whoopsie, one of them dropped already. Okay, put that back there, move everything over. So first thing I'm gonna do, it says, and it comes with liquid sands, which is our resin. It's not really liquid sands, but it says pink. We're gonna open it. It is a clear pinky resin. We're gonna put the top that it comes with. See, these are the tops I have been talking about in another video. They're a little more pointy, a little more precise. So for these, we're gonna have to make 2 teacups. So what I like to do is try to hold it upside down for a minute, consistently pour it in all at once, and you're gonna have to wait a minute, let the bubbles rise. And sometimes I use, I'll have to find it, a long stick lighter, like this. Actually, it's right here. You have to be very careful. You have to be an adult to use this. But if you put a flame over top of things, sometimes it gets rid of bubbles. So if we have to do that, we will do that. But the best thing is to get a consistent pour so that the bubbles don't even form. And kind of pour it on one side here, slowly. It's going to seep in. And as you see, that other side to the left there is still open, so it's allowing air to get in. And this is a good way to not create bubbles as well. All right, let it settle a second. You see it seeping into all the little crevices. We're gonna need more, of course. See, there's a bubble there, but nope, it went away. It's best just to go slow and steady, okay? And you see it's kind of sealing in there. Let it settle in, just so that the air can slowly get out. Do a little spin here. As you see, most of it all is covered. As we have a little bit there, it's settling in. Perfect. Okay, so then what you're gonna do for the last bit, pour it in the top very slowly. Boop, drop. Okay, you're gonna want it to be very flush with the top here, and I'll show you this trick. So give it one moment. If you need to do a little tap, you can. The bubbles will rise to the top. But you see there's bubbles there. So if you take your little stick lighter, and it's best to use this because it can go far away. Boop, look at that. Pop the bubbles. There's something about the heat that just pops all the bubbles. So there should be no bubbles in there at all. I see a few bubbles rising again. So just give it time. Take it slow, let the bubbles rise. You want the most perfect teapot you can get, because if you have bubbles in it, then it's going to be it's not going to look good, and you're just basically wasting your money. So do a little bit more on there. And I know it looks crazy, but the silicone mold, they're meant to, like, if you've ever done anything in the oven, they have silicone baking sheets. They're meant to withstand a high heat. Okay, and I see one more bubble rising. That's why you just wait as long as you can. There we go. Okay, I think that's good. So we're gonna have to do a full cure. I recommend not doing a spot cure on it, because sometimes the spot cure with a big amount of resin, it'll cure unevenly. So I put it in the full cure in the light, let it do its thing, and then we will be back to show you that we're gonna do another one. Alrighty, so I did a full cure on that one. It did leak over a tiny bit here, so I chipped it off. So what you're gonna do is, if you feel it is kind of hot, these silicone molds, they are very durable, so don't worry about, sometimes I know it's scary to like pull it like this and pull it out, but you have to be a little aggressive. Whoop! Uh-oh, and it fell on the floor, of course. So let's pick that back up and let's see. Look at that. That is the cutest little teapot ever. I love this one actually more than this other mold, because this mold here, it's quite big. It does not, it has a big chunk here so that you have to put the stem in, and there's usually 2 little holes so that you can put this in here. And it comes with the lid. These ones come with the plates, and you have to make your own thing. But as you see, you can barely see the holes there. So I could patch those up very easily. There was a tiny bubble that I missed, which is okay. It looks like a chip. This one you could get away with it being just a little cup, but you actually can make them teapots. But this one, I have made a mold of it in clear, and it has a big divot in it, so you don't get as much like reuse out of the mold. But I'm excited to know that this one is going to be like very versatile. Okay, and so what we're gonna do is, actually I might have to use this sandpaper. So as I see, I have a little bit of edge here. So basically I'm just gonna use the sandpaper as best I can, soften that edge a little bit. And honestly, the sandpaper works well, but I do have a nail file here that is a little more precise. And all you need to do is soften the corners a little bit here, and make sure that it's kind of not as flat on the bottom as I'd like it to be, because the resin raised up and came out the top. But we will file it down just a little bit, and then we can make it flat so that it will sit properly on our teacup. And as you see any shiny areas, just go back over that, so that will make it flatter. Okay, that's perfect. It looks like a little teacup. So the next thing we have to do real quick is just attach the handle, which will be really easy. All you have to do is add a few drops of, this is where clear resin comes in handy, as I always tell you. You can use the pink resin that it comes with, but I think clear works better. So I'm going to put a tiny bit of clear on a side platter here, and I don't know where my toothpick is, so I'm going to use my tweezers here and get the hair out of it. There's always a hair with the cat. Put a tiny dab of it in the hole area so that we can put the handle on, and you're going to want just enough there so that it fills it in, because once you put the handle on, it'll squirt out a tiny bit. So take the handle, and it's meant to fit in there perfectly. So you're going to want to turn it to the side and make sure it is as straight as you like. And this one will be easier to do if you hold it down and use your curing light. So we'll do a quick cure, and then it looks like a teacup, which is perfect. All right, I'll do a full cure after, but always dropping things. Okay, so the handle is on there. So now we have our little teacup. We'll put it on top of our tea saucer, I guess. You can put these ones don't actually come with tea in them. They're just a teacup. Some of the coffee ones do actually come, you can fill it up. So if you wanted to, you could put clear resin or any color resin in the cup so that it looks like tea. So I'm going to do one more off camera so that we have 2 teacups, and then we'll come back and we'll garnish them with the little, what are they called, Madelines. Well, I'll put one on the tray right now, just so I can show you what it will look like. It's like a little garnish with your tea, you know, tea and crumpets. Looks very cute. All right, so I'll do one more off camera. We'll come back, do a little final look, and then we'll finish up the video. Alrighty, so I gave the second teapot a full cure. I mean teacup, not teapot. So let's take this out of the mold here. Pop it right out. This one looks even better than the other one. Well, there's a, no, actually there's supposed to be a hole there, but there's a tiny bubble. But you know what? Maybe that's supposed to be there because it almost matches in the exact spot as the other one. That's funny. Okay, so once again, you can either use the pink resin or take a tiny bit of clear. I'm going to use my tweezers with a tiny bit of clear, put it in the little bit of hole provided there so that we can attach the handle. It's kind of like doing pottery, but different. These tiny things, they're so hard to hold sometimes. Put this in here, and once again, turn it to look and hold it straight as you can get it. Use your little cure light, cure it in place. Alrighty. So we have our 2 little teacups here. We'll turn one this way. We have our spoons, and we'll open the other Madeline and put it on the thing. It's kind of like when you're having tea, you have a little tea sandwich or a little biscuit or something. Those are very cute, and they do go with the tea kettle that I made previously. Well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for a few other ones, and I'll see you in the next one.